Hey there, fellow Americans. Breaking news that could change your financial situation dramatically. The White House has just dropped a bombshell announcement that has everyone talking. Two massive stimulus checks are potentially heading your way. But before we dive into these life-changing details, if you want to stay updated on the latest stimulus news and financial updates that could put more money in your pocket, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss any updates that could help you claim your money. Picture this: $4,200 landing in your bank account, plus an extra $250 monthly for Social Security and SSDI recipients. Sounds too good to be true? Well, that's exactly what we're breaking down today, and you'll want to stick around because I'm going to explain exactly who qualifies and how you can make sure you don't miss out on these payments. Could you be one of the millions of Americans eligible for this unprecedented support package? Let's start with the biggest news: the $4,200 stimulus check. This proposed payment comes as part of a comprehensive economic relief package aimed at helping Americans deal with the ongoing effects of inflation and economic uncertainty. The White House has confirmed that this payment would be distributed similarly to previous stimulus checks, but with some crucial differences that you need to know about. Have you received previous stimulus payments? Because if you have, you'll want to pay close attention to how this one differs. The eligibility criteria for the $4,200 payment focuses primarily on annual income thresholds. Single filers earning under $75,000 and married couples filing jointly earning less than $150,000 would receive the full amount. But here's where it gets interesting. Unlike previous stimulus payments, this one includes additional provisions for dependents, regardless of age. This means if you're caring for elderly parents or adult children with disabilities, you could be eligible for additional support. Isn't it time the government recognized the financial burden of caring for family members? But wait, there's more to this story. The second major component of this announcement is the $250 monthly supplement for Social Security and SSDI recipients. This is particularly significant because it represents a fundamental shift in how the government approaches supporting our senior citizens and disabled Americans. Have you noticed how the rising cost of living has been affecting those on fixed incomes? This supplement aims to address exactly that concern. The monthly $250 supplement would be automatically added to existing Social Security and SSDI payments, requiring no additional application process for current recipients. This is designed to provide immediate relief to some of our most vulnerable citizens who have been particularly hard hit by recent economic challenges. Think about it, that's an extra $3,000 per year on top of regular benefits. How would an additional $250 monthly change your budget or that of your loved ones? One of the most pressing questions we're receiving is about the timeline for these payments. The White House has indicated that once approved, the $4,200 stimulus checks could begin rolling out within weeks, not months. The Social Security and SSDI supplements would follow shortly after, with the goal of implementing them by the start of the next quarter. But here's the crucial part: you need to make sure your information is up to date with the IRS and Social Security Administration. When was the last time you verified your contact and banking information with these agencies? Let's talk about the economic impact of these payments. This isn't just about individual relief, it's about stimulating the entire economy. When millions of Americans receive these funds, it creates a ripple effect throughout local communities. Small businesses see increased revenue, job opportunities expand, and the overall economic health of our neighborhoods improves. Have you thought about how you might use these funds to not only help your family but also support your local community? The funding for these payments comes from a combination of sources, including budget reallocations and new revenue streams. The White House has emphasized that these payments will not increase the national debt, as they've identified specific funding mechanisms. This includes closing certain tax loopholes and implementing more efficient government spending practices. Isn't it refreshing to see a stimulus plan that's actually been thought through from a fiscal responsibility standpoint? For those wondering about the application process, it's been streamlined to be as simple as possible. If you've filed taxes in the last 2 years or are currently receiving Social Security benefits, you're already in the system. However, there will be a portal for those who need to update their information or haven't filed taxes recently. The goal is to ensure that every eligible American can access these funds without unnecessary bureaucratic hurdles. When was the last time you saw the government try to make things easier for citizens? Now, let's address some common concerns. Many people are asking if these payments will affect their tax liability or other benefits. The answer is no, these stimulus payments would not be counted as taxable income, nor would they affect eligibility for other government assistance programs. This means you can accept these payments without worrying about losing other crucial benefits your family might depend on. Doesn't it make sense to provide help without creating new complications? The impact on different demographic groups is particularly noteworthy. Senior citizens who rely on Social Security could see their monthly income increase significantly with the $250 supplement. Families with children or dependent adults would benefit from both the stimulus payment and potentially increased tax credits. Even young adults starting their careers could find these payments helping them build emergency savings or pay down student loans. Which category do you fall into, and how would these payments help your specific situation? There's also been considerable discussion about the long-term implications of these payments. While some economists argue that such stimulus measures could contribute to inflation, others point out that targeted relief to lower and middle-income Americans actually helps stabilize the economy. The White House has emphasized that these payments are part of a broader strategy to strengthen the middle class and reduce income inequality. How do you see these payments fitting into the larger economic picture? It's important to note that there are some key deadlines and requirements you need to be aware of. While the exact implementation dates haven't been announced, being prepared can help ensure you receive your payments as quickly as possible. This includes having a current bank account on file for direct deposit, ensuring your address is up to date, and having all necessary identification documents ready. Have you taken steps to make sure you're prepared for when these payments begin? The role of state governments in this process is also worth mentioning. Some states may supplement these federal payments with additional state-level benefits. This means that depending on where you live, you could be eligible for even more assistance. It's crucial to stay informed about both federal and state-level programs that could benefit you and your family. Do you know what additional benefits your state might offer? For those concerned about fraud and security, the government has implemented enhanced verification procedures to protect these payments. This includes advanced identity verification systems and fraud prevention measures. However, it's still important to remain vigilant and protect your personal information. Remember, neither the IRS nor Social Security Administration will ever call, email, or text asking for your personal or banking information. Have you encountered any suspicious communications claiming to be about these stimulus payments? Looking ahead, these payments could represent a significant shift in how the government approaches economic support for citizens. The combination of one-time stimulus payments and ongoing monthly supplements for vulnerable populations could serve as a model for future assistance programs. It's worth considering how these types of programs might evolve and what they could mean for long-term economic security in America. What changes would you like to see in how our government supports citizens during challenging times? As we conclude this breaking news update, remember that staying informed is crucial. These programs are still developing, and details may be refined as implementation approaches. That's why it's more important than ever to stay connected with reliable sources of information. And speaking of staying informed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates about these payments or other financial news that could benefit you and your family. What are your thoughts on these new stimulus measures? Share your perspective in the comments below. Are you eligible for these payments? How would they impact your financial situation? Let's create a community discussion where we can all learn from each other's experiences and insights. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed about these opportunities is crucial for maximizing your financial well-being.